All right. All right. So we are back to another episode of our faction flag gathering challenge. So, yeah, there's a little bit of changes with the weapon I'm carrying right now. So that's the build. So I'm using my curse staff as our damage for the mobs. And for the fights and the faction fights, we'll be changing to our great holy staff. As I've said, I'll be swapping my chest piece into a Judicator armor because I think that one is better. And additionally, we have unlocked our T6 axe, which will make our gathering faster, which is great. So again, this is still me, and this is our content for those just tuning in to our episodic challenge. This is just me doing a faction flag gathering, and I am Limmer's flag, which sits currently at uh oh yeah, we're top two, but we're getting the fourth sterling is quite close. So yeah, currently top two. And though I would say our faction is not really organized, as you might have seen in some of my videos. So yeah, it's just a random faction right now. There is a group actually doing or a server that currently organize some contents, but it's not really consistent. Though kudos to them. If I'm gonna compare it to say back uh in West, or back when there was only one server, there's a single Discord server wherein most of the faction players are part of that server, which make it easier and great for fights, especially if there's a guild that wants to fight a certain guild. They will just ping in there. Say we are attacker. I believe there's that role, the attacker and then the defender. So they will just like ping the defender city or something, and then they'll just go with their fight outside of the city. So that's what we do, or that's what happened, or that's what was the previous faction, which is actually great, even though even though it's lethal. So yep, our episode is already at episode 9. Yeah, I think I have 9 episodes already. So this might be the 10th episode. I'm currently doing a an hour sessions per episode, so it's quite slow, but I was able to unlock the E6. There are some episodes where I wasn't able to record, or yeah, I wasn't able to record the episodes, but I just continue doing a faction content, and yep, that's why I was able to get the T6. Though if I was to record it, it's kind of slow, to be honest. It's an hour sessions per record, so sometimes I would do uh no record, but for about 2 hours. So I'm trying to get into T8. Also, please don't forget to like and subscribe. We're trying to get our channel to have to have a 500 subscribers. So we're currently sitting at 24. And also I have premium right now. So it's a 3 months premium. So it's uh, adding some bonuses, special bonus or premium bonus for gathering stuff. It's only for silver if I think that's the main drive of having premium. You get more bonus output for the fame. I'm not sure if you are getting any additional fame from gathering with premium, but since you are getting more ticks, or not ticks, but let's say just drop from it, and then those probably also provide a fame. So yeah, I think yeah, it's providing something. But again, having a premium is not really a like end of the world. And it's not. So you can play this game without premium. It's doable. Having premium is only for when you want to progress faster. But once you have good enough knowledge, especially with crafting, actually you can craft without focus, since that's the main drive or main purpose of having premium is you generate focus every 30,000 every 3 days, or 10,000 every day, or 24 hours. But once you know your way through crafting, you don't really need the premium. So some players are able to earn more even without using premium or focus. And well, of course, having focus will provide more silver and will generate more items. But it's doable actually. I have done crafting without focus, and the only I would say hurdle if you want to do that is you really need a spreadsheet to maximize your profits. So in the past, I did those spreadsheets, and then when I decided to take a break, yeah, deleted all those spreadsheets. And since it's in Google Suites, it's a Google spreadsheet. It's only I think 90 days, or forget the exact date or time that wherein it can still you're allowed to recover all your deleted documents or spreadsheets. But yeah, so when I decided to come back, and then I requested for the recovery of those documents, it was already way beyond the time. All right. So just wait. Let me try. I'm trying to adjust my voice or the equalizer. Yeah, I think this one's better. So I'm using a Mauno Mauno mic. So yeah, for Mauno, shout out. So we are here at Deep Root Wood. It's part of Deep Root Forest Province. Currently, there's no fight, no siege at the moment in the area that we like to stay at. So it's most I didn't like going to beach watch since I'm not gathering skins at the moment. But maybe once we start focusing on skinning, we will start as well moving to bridge watch. I mean, I can still gather in Limhurst since they have the secondary node, gathering node. But in bridge watch, gathering the mobs, in that part, they sometimes drop some cubs, which is why it's better to gather and go there. These bears and boars, they don't drop anything. Well, except probably for gathering tomes and some. Sometimes you get lucky with Toma Bean site, but they don't drop any cubs. For boars, if you want to craft them, you have to buy it from I think the faction guy, forget the name, something like Captain Flint. For bears, I don't think we have bears. I mean, we have something from uh like the monthly challenge. I think we have the winter bear. It's for sterling. So for Limhurst, this is their special mounts, the boars, which is I like it though since they have the carry capacity even if dismounted. But bears have more. The only problem is if you get dismounted, then you will get slowed. So I think bears are great if you're focusing on gathering. But if you're like me, doing the faction fights and as well as gathering, then boars are better. Also, I like the stone gathering as well. So maybe we'll focus on that. So we'll go wood skinning and then stone. The only problem is they nerf the stone gathering, which is why it's not really viable anymore. Or not, it's still viable, but it has to be high tier gathering. If you're gathering like E4, and if we're gonna compare it to the skinning as well as the wood, then it's really a really bad gathering profession to start with. So only go for the stone if you want to do the content similar to what I'm doing right now. Since also if you want to gather stone, it's better to gather high tier instead of low tier. I'm not sure how much bonuses you can get if you can have 100 specs on the lower tier. I think it's only for the gathering gears, but since in the black zones you don't really wear a gathering sets, then yeah, I think the bonuses are negligible, so you can just go straight to T8. So basically, just try to unlock as fast as you can the higher tier. But if you're just be gathering in the yellow zones or the royal continent, then unlocking all those perks will be a great benefit, I would say. Oh, that's point three. And also, I've noticed. So in my earlier episodes, actually, in the I believe that was my first episode. I did say that there were fewer gatherers or fewer players doing the gathering in in the royal zones. But lately, I have noticed an influx of players gathering as well as playing the faction war. I mean, faction war is great. Having all those players to play the faction war, but I've seen a lot of players as well faction flagging and then gathering. So yeah, I think there's that uh like a positive outcome or uh a good feedback, I would say, for the developers that players are getting back on player playing in Royal Continent due to the new faction war. The only downside is for players like me, since there are more competitors doing the gathering. I mean, it should be understandable if they are here in T6 zones, since I'm in T6. But when I started, I think I have seen fewer players as well in T6 and far fewer in T5 and T4 and the blue zones and the T5 yellow zone. But lately, even those zones, even those zones have been filled with players gathering as well. And even if you check the activities, it should be based on the activities from what I remembered. But currently, the daily production is core, which means it should be at uh, Fort Sterling. But I don't know, someone's trying to gather, or there are more players gathering wood as well. So now I have to either kill all the mobs to get more or to gather a full tick node. And yeah, if you can see that this guy, I think it's gathering T4, probably a T8 guy. Oh no, he's at T6 as well. So yeah, there's an influx probably because it's holidays. So uh, more players are on vacation and trying to get back in the game. So maybe we'll change. When I've tried going to Rowan Wood and Rasserdale, but I don't know, it's too close. I mean, and the zones are not open. They have more show points, more point of interest area like camps or not camps, but something like this one. I mean, there's not much place for gathering nodes to spawn. So, which is why I don't like that place, especially in this one. In this one has a big area that is for the uh like the boss, the world boss, the big mama boss. And I hit the area where or in there's static zones since they do take a lot of space as well. Oh, wait, there's a T6 node. Go, 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 go. And we're probably gonna try to steal those. Yeah, I'm slow with T6, so I'm not sure how many ticks we can get. So we have 5 at the moment. So we have 5, and we'll see how much we can get. All right, let's go, boys. That's 1. Damn, we didn't even get the bonus, the premium. Right, that's only 1. That's my premium. Bruh. Okay, that's 1. So we started with 5. Those bad. The other guys hit it fast. But I swear we're getting something. So if it was 6.3 there, that would have been banked. Okay, let me check. So we might need to go back. Bruh, I'm not hitting that. Okay, I think I dealt +1. Okay, +1. Yeah, the other guy's getting that +1, the other bonus. So we need to get those +1, not just from the premium, but the gather bonus. So the reason I'm trying to get my T4 to 100 is you can get a +4 gather bonus doing the T4. So per hit, per tick, you get the +2, typical +2 for the normal hit, and then you get +4 for the gather bonus. And additional +1 for the not sure for if it's +1 for the premium, or oh wow, thank you. Or if it was a plus as well, but in total you can get uh +7, so you can get 7 total. All right, it's another T6. So we really need to get a T8 a weapon so that we can hit faster. Oh wait, we have okay 30. So at least 15. No, at least 25. At most 25 since I did hit those T6, additional T6. So yeah, I guess not bad. We will try to move to Willowwood back to probably Pine Cups. Honest- Oh no, what is happening with my even my dollar bonus? Probably it's not procking. I should be able to gather like +2. I should probably get a +2 gather bonus. There you go. So that's 5 in total. So we can check actually. So where's that T4? So you can check actually based, I mean you can know, you'll know the uh how much you can get based on this bonuses. So that's why you need a high spec if you want to proc the additional gather bonus. I did that when I was, as I've said, I was gathering in the blue zones back in West, and yeah, I was gathering a lot of these boars, and each tick I was getting +2 +4. All right, not bad. The reason as well that I like the gathering node or gathering mobs instead of just gathering these nodes is you can get some fame though it's minimal, but I mean it's still same though. And of course, it's a little bit faster to the other those nodes. I mean, if you can find a, I mean, my guild, the packet loss is, I mean, we have a territory, or not territory, but we have a hideout in Mouse. Problem is, this is too close to the portal, which makes it a ganking zones, especially if players knows that there are players gathering or staying in there, and that will be a gank spot, especially being a zone with only one exit. Well, two if you're gonna count the static, but it only has one exit, then it's an easy target for gunners. Don't come to me. Can I hit it? Uh yep, I hit both. Alright, we're just gonna get that for the fame. So yeah, if I'm looking for a guild, I probably look for something in Limhurst as well. There's a zone that I like. This one, Flat Trap 2. Oh, and their nation's still active. So yeah, I like that zone because you can pop an Ava, or you can force pop an Ava map at T6 in that zone. And we've been gathering stuff in there way back in West. So it feels at home, and it's close to the portal, but not too close. It's close to the uh what do they call it? City, Rest City. Okay, that's the term. So it's close to Merlin's Rest. So if you want to sell stuff or buy stuff, you can buy it. Though a little bit expensive if you're buying, but if you're selling, then that city is great for stuff you can gather, and especially also craft, since black zone crafting is the best way to earn. You just have to transport the stuff you need from the city towards to your hideout, which it's very easy, given that some guilds do have a guild caravan, and there are, I don't know if ganking is still a viable option. I mean, it's still a viable option, but I'm not sure that there are a lot of players that are hand-holding right now, so sometimes it's hard to gank inner zones due to that those players are hand-holding. So we did a lot of ganking in the Merlin's area. So we just go from Merlin, bank in there, and yeah, and just close to the city, and you can just gank players coming from that city towards their hideout. But again, there are players that are, or guilds that are hand holding, especially in the inner ring zones, since you can really place and hide a hideout in that zones without either paying a rent or being part of an alliance who handholds with the territory owner. About D6. All right, that's what will be the next siege? Let's see. Oh, it's closed. 900 hours. So in 30 minutes, there will be a siege. Oh, nice one. There will be a siege. I can get into the fight. So in my previous episodes, I think I did a long session of faction fight. Though sometimes gets boring or it gets bland if all you do is just heal players and then there's like no communications. It's mostly randoms, and I think we lost. We lost the Pine Cops Fortress, but I think aside from getting the supplies, you need to literally defend the fortress. But I think what we did was we went outside trying to get those supplies, but we got uh, pushed out from the fortress, and Lichwas are able to claim it. So yeah, defending has to be by an organized group. So you can just let the random players to walk around and do other stuff while you as an organized player, as organized guild, right? Organized party, you should be inside trying to defend. Because random players they will just be like father or mid shield, but you as an organized party should be defending well. So yeah. Also, I have noticed doing a medium camp without a group is really bad because it can clear the mobs. I think that you have to clear like 60 counts or 60 points. I forget if it's counts, but you have to kill the mobs, and then there will be those players that are just standing near the chest waiting for it to be to finish. And once you did as a group, then those chests will be open and you'll be left with nothing but just those tomes. So yeah, I think that's one thing the developers should know, that some players are, I would say, not trolling, but it feels unfair to players, to groups that clear the camps that did the manual labor, I would say, and then any drops, any gears and the loots will go to the players that only waits at the chest without doing anything. So there's that unfair factor. Though uh they have made a gate change, especially the loot system, wherein as long as you did something or within that area, and then if you open the chest, you can still get something, which is the tomes. But again, if I am doing a lot of work clearing the mobs, I should be able to get more of the from the loot table. It's not just random distribution. Because I think currently that's the setup. So it's random distributions. Uh, I can just sit in the chest, eat some mobs, and then wait for it to be cleared, and then I can open it, and then I can get more compared to players who did a lot of work, but they will get less. All right, this one is a tier 3. How much we can get? Okay, plus 1. and plus one. Not bad. Total of 40 points. Oh, 40 silver. Okay, I said I have to start moving towards Pine Cops. Oh, another D3. Come to me. Oh, it's only one tick. Feels bad. So anyway, uh, the Bakers, I like this one because of the not just for the damage over time, but I am more comfortable using it compared to other DPS weapon. I'm not sure though, but it feels if I'm using, for example, Frost or even the Bloodletter, or I feel like I'm not doing a lot of damage. But if I'm using this curse stuff, it feels like I'm doing a lot. I mean, for the mobs. So it feels I'm clearing it faster because I did use Bloodletter, but it feels too slow. So I don't have much fame in curse stuff. So yeah, I only have 43 points, 43 levels. I don't have much mastery, but they do hit harder, or not harder, but they do give a lot more damage if I'm gonna compare it to the battle weapons I've used. Even the arcane, I have full max spec, well, except the new one. But whenever I use it, it feels I don't do enough damage. I don't kill the mobs fast enough. It's just why I don't like using it, even if I have the high spec. Also frost, especially frost. I mean, they do hit hard, even though given that I have high specs on that. But maybe I should try it again. So if we're gonna check, where's my frost? Okay, so I have 100 levels. I have 100 specs mastery on all of this except for the crystal weapons. Also my arcanes, but I don't know if when I use it, I don't. It doesn't feel right for me compared to curse stuff. Maybe because I have been using it a lot. My frost and arcane, I did use arcanes back in West, but it's only for the average. But as a damage, as a normal weapon, I did not use that. Then also frost, I only use frost here in East because in West, due to ping, it's really hard to hit the target. But I mean, it's doable though, especially with the uh, permafrosts, since your only role is to hit that big E for the damage, and then if there will just be follow up for the other players to stun them, then you can hit them with the Q. Aspenwood. Okay, that should be the Aspenwood. Oh, there's nine. Nine active in my guild. Yeah, they're mostly playing the ano ba zones. I'm just the other outlier player prefers to play in the royal content. Because as I've said, playing the royal content has that chill vibe. I can just keep on playing and then I can leave it if I want to. But in the black zones, it's really difficult. Oh no, why did I use my Q? No, I don't have damage. So yeah, probably after this, we will back and then I forget my food. Nothing much. Oh, I say I need to move to Pine Cups.
I see. Hey, what did spy?
Can kill it. Also, I think I have to bring a Tefort for more damage.
Aba, no, I cannot bar. That's that fix.
Maybe I should update my keybinds again. Because if I click, I mean, if I do left click, my character is moving, but it should be limited to just the right click, and my left click is just for clicking. So I should not do anything. Oh no. Oh, I got this one. Not bad, but it's only one. Okay, Willowwood. Willowwood is okay. So it's similar. See these rivers. That's the reason why I don't like some of the zones because they eats up some space. But this is great if you're gonna do fishing. So you can start from this side. Let's say from the right side. Can move and then circle it because I think they did some update that way back. Wherein if you kept on gathering an area wherein there's no gathering node or fishing node, you will just get you will get a I think it logs instead of fish. It's to combat bots. So that's what they did. Because before you can just sit in one area, fish for how many hours you want, and you can still get some fish. And okay, oh, I was that. And yeah, so what happened? Most of the bots would just leave their bot into one spot and then gather. So which kills the incentive for other players to do fishing. And I started as a fisherman here in Albion, but it takes an active gameplay wherein you have to click So you have to watch this bar to click at the exact spot, exact time, and then if you're doing it in the black zones or in the lethal zones, you have to be wary of the surrounding area as well. Though you can just enable the sounds as well if you want to hear those oh, oh the footsteps or the mount. So if you hear some sounds, then mount up as fast as you can, move around, and then try to dismount. See if there are some red icon on your top. How much we got? Only six. So we were trying to gather four ticks, and we only proc twice. Feels bad. Why? We're not even lucky. Yeah, look at these players with their negative perspective. I mean, bruh, if you want your factions to succeed, you need to do something. Not just to wait for alms. I mean, there are those players who would try to ping something and then hey, come here. There's fights. We need help. I mean, that's good enough. Like a PSA as to where are the fights. But if you really want players to follow you, of course, you have to have something, to have some leaderships, to have some charm, I guess. Like do something first for the faction. So maybe try to have a Discord server that invites other faction players into your server, and then ping in there, and then try to lead as a caller. Just like kudos to the guy who has the trying to ping the limers in the server that I'm part with, and I'm seeing a lot of pings. But some of these players are not even pinging or not even part of that server, and then they would just say faction is dead because of blah blah blah. And that guy, I was like, come on, don't be so pessimistic. At least do something first. Okay. We'll move. Yeah, we'll try to move this top part. I should have stayed here. We are in the lowest of the lowest. I don't know if they're able to see here. We are top two. Art Lagas like the shittest part, shittest faction. Yeah, they're just trying to say something. Yeah, see the graph, bruh. I mean, they're just pessimistic because they're not getting the players the attentions that they want, and they try to ping. You're the second highest. Could have been the first though if only we have an organized faction. But even with randoms, even without the proper teamwork, we are on the top two. Though the Fort Sterling is quite close now. Because I think from what I've heard, some of the players from the Death Ward are moving to the for Sterling because map wise, Thetford is close to Martlock, which well, Martlock doesn't provide any fights, so they move to Fort Sterling since they can fight us, the Limers, especially us since we do have a lot of numbers. And since if they move to Fort Sterling, they will have to fight the Thetford as well. So yeah, I think it's win-win for them, right? So they're like in the middle of the two factions that provide content. So we the Limers faction are fighting in Fort Sterling and Bridgewatch. So Bridgewatch, they're also trying to catch up. They do provide contents. I think they have more organized party though, organized faction group compared to us. I'm just playing Limers because I don't know, I've been a Limers guy. Though I did swap Bridgewatch when I was in Hounds because he did yeah, I think we did a little bit of faction war, but they don't like oil zones, oil continent. So they prefer the black zones. We only did the faction war when we I mean we yeah, we did just the faction war when we were close to disbanding back in West. So there's a one guy who created the content for our guild while me and another guy tried to keep the management alive. But yeah, kudos to that. I think he's still playing. See, that would be Besgazam. He was a great asset. He's a healer, and he did become our caller. So I don't know. I think there are still players in house. I will check. I think it should be okay. This one. Let's see if they are still here. Oh, they're gone. Wait, hold on. The swallow. Are they done? I think. Yeah. Salt Beach. Yeah, Salt Beach is still here. Yeah, I think Hansi is already gone. And they some of the members of Hounds created a new guild. I think it was Militant. I don't know why they prefer rebranding. When why not keep the name? Why not keep the same guild? I prefer being in a single guild that lasted for quite some time. I think that's also the beauty of Albion. Because as I've said in some of my podcasts, oh yes, I have a podcast. You can check my podcast in Spotify. Just look for Lil-me Snooks. Tamang laro lang. But yeah, so as I've said, the beauty of Albion is their unwritten reputation system, wherein your name has some weight. So there are those names that have survived all the dramas, uh, and a lot of I mean they have been in the game for a long time, especially in West, of course, since that was the first server and most of the old guilds are in there, old players, but some have moved uh in Europe, the newest. server and then somehow move here in Asia, the second one. But you would still have to, if you, I mean, if you've been playing way back in West, you would remember Blue Army, POE, and some of the names like King Mozo, Syndic, Elevate, and Momono. But the only problem is some of the names, some guilds would have nine. So some guilds would rebrand, but with the same players. No, I don't know. It's probably because they have a bad connotations. Again, I think it's because of these reputation system. How we got 11. But anyway, I like having a guild wherein that has that survive for a long time, and I prefer being a member of that. I'm still looking actually for a guild that I can say I have been part of this, even if it's not from the start. But anyway, I mean, most of the guilds right now are old members or old players, but just a new name. I'm not sure if the we still have a guild that has been for from the start. I think Maharlika, yes. I remember the names. The rest, these are new names, but just same players. Some of the players are banned. Then I could just buy new account, so it's still the same person, just a different name. Oh yeah. Oh wait, we're trying to move. Spindlewood. Okay, but we'll try to go there to the west side. So we are able to. So we got it. Wait, we tried 6 sticks and we got 11. So yeah, I think the RNG is still bad. Anyway, so good enough. It's 100K. If only we can get like more point threes and then we could bank. So 68%, we get 14, and we have 20. I mean, maybe tomorrow I'll try to craft again, or not tomorrow, but in the next. But yeah, that should be tomorrow. But I'm not sure if I will be able to record it. And maybe I should, try to give a crafting tutorial. Well, not really like in depth, but just the basic. So the best part of Albion is the resource return rate. So the more you craft, the higher the or not the higher the return rate is compounding. So for I think I haven't really did the math, yeah, but if you craft 100 pieces, there will be I think 30% return rate. 30% of materials comes back if you're not using focus, and with focus I think it's 40 up until 50%. So if you buy for 100 pieces worth of materials, then you can get like 50% back. And then if you craft again, another 50%. So that's how the resource return rate works. And yeah, since you're getting something back, then that means that's where your profit is. And if you get good quality, as our piece is the highest quality, then you can get more, of course. So the idea of crafting is place a buy order, or actually, what you need to do is look for the item you want to craft first. For example, we will craft, since I'm crafting, arcane stuff, I will have to look for the price of, let's say, 4.3, but not just any arcane stuff. I have to think which arcane stuff are being used at 4.3. Else, I have to go higher. So the common is 6.1, which means that's most players would wear. Well, back then. Now I think they moved to T7 to T8 and for the riggers. But so some items are non-IP reliant. I think Locust, it's non-IP. Great Arcane, I think it's non-reliant to IP, but One Hand Arcane is IP reliant, which means you need the higher tier if you want to be effective. Then that means some players would buy higher tier. But let's say for the Great Arcane, 4.3 should be fine. So that means we'll have to look for the price of 4.3 Great Arcane. So let's just say we're gonna go for the 7 Great Arcane. So this one costs 47 estimated value. So we can just go, yeah, 47,000. And you need to buy 20 pieces and then 12. And then you have to compute for the resource return rate, which is depending on if you're using focus or not. But if you're not using focus, the immerse will be your city. So Limers provides arcane stuff, so 15%. So they provide 15% back without focus. So that means the 20 pieces plus 12, 15% of those items will be returned. And that that's the yeah, that's the computations of your margin. And of course, if you're using artifact, then it will be much expensive. How does so yeah, that's the how you I mean that's how you compute for the profit. So if you're negative, I mean if your profit is negative, not you're not getting any even the break even. Also, you have to add the price of your food, price of the journals, and the price of the crafting fee. So you have to compute those and include them in your computations. Once you have those, you can decide if you want to go with the crafting or try to change the item you want to craft. So I did. Maybe I'll try. I'll try to create again the spreadsheet, but I have to do a little bit of research again. So once you have decided which one to use, you can either sell it. Okay, point three. So you can either sell it to the normal market, only proc 5, or for, oh yeah, 5 since it's 11. So you can decide if you want to sell it to the normal market or in the black zones. Black market. Of course, black market will be the best market to sell all those items, especially if you're crafting a lot or in bulk instead of just crafting few items. Because when I was doing crafting, actually this is the this was the account that I used for crafting. So this 13 meal crafting fame was when I was crafting arcane. So I'm not crafting bulk since I don't bring them or yeah I don't transport to the Carleon. But if you plan on transporting the Carleon, you can get more, but you have to time your journey and probably join the transport caravan, or not just the transport caravan, but you can transport during the bandit timer. Or if you want, you can. I think the new one is to you can look for fights, teleport in there. Well, actually, teleporting does cost nowadays. I mean, does cost something, but you can join if someone's like moving. They can flag up and then move towards the red zone, so that you can see the blob. And then once you are close to the fortress, you can deflag and then move towards Caerleon. So, for example, you're going to Caerleon. Where is the fortress? Is this a fortress? No, not this one. Probably here. I can't see. Oh, this one. Yeah, this one. So you can move Merkfield towards Long Timber Glen, deflag, and either use the underway or can go Craigmore and then Caroline. Just watch out for the time hostile counter, and then you should be safe. Or maybe we can try to go there as well. See if how's the situation in the red zones. All right, let's wait to empty. Someone's gathering here. T6, T6. Probably a guy with a T8 weapon. Feels bad. All right, so to give you an idea again, here in Spindlewood, the west part to gather T6. I don't know why it's only most T6 nodes do spawns here a lot. So as you can see, it's empty here. So you can just come here, gather in this part. What's the other T6? Spindlewood, Deep Root. So you can move. Yeah, you can circle this part. So if you have a T6, a T8 gathering weapon or gathering tool for wood, and then T8 gathering tool for skin, can do a loop, deep root wood, willow wood, spindle wood, and gold shimmer plane. So we'll just finish this one for 2 minutes, and we will try to bank and then repair. Oh, that's 6.8. Wait, there would have been fights, right? Where's the fight? Oh yeah, we should move there actually, because if we're spindle wood, that's a yeah, we should move, and I think in 15 minutes, 9:50, there will be siege. So we'll just try to defend the area, and then we can get more. So I have 237 right now. I like to be a high tier 6N. So we need 6M points. So we'll try to go there. So we still have about 5 minutes. 5 minutes move towards Fine Cops. And defend for a bit. Damn, why did I went through there? Don't hit me, sir. Alright, we're almost there. Don't step there. Alright, mine cops. We're gonna swap for a bit. Check. Double check. Very good. Where's the fights? It's only for the points. Hey, there's no announcement. Okay, we'll try to gather for a bit. Oh, I hate that. Also, the reason I like Great Curse or Curse because of Great Curse. I like this the E. I like how it's casting. Also, it used to be bigger if I remember correctly. The Rages, and it was a CVZ weapon, especially during the choke points, choke fights. But now they don't use Great Curse anymore, aside from I think in Hellgates and uh 5v5 crystal fights, but mostly Hellgates now. If you want to be, if you want to use, ouch, guy, how come? Yeah, so it's not used in the CBCs anymore. Though I want to try. Oh, the move. Yeah, no fights. They are just probably waiting for these camps. Now, Pine Cups has more T4 that gathered. Later, when I come back here, it will be probably empty again. Someone's following my footsteps. Yeah, I think no fights. I'm not sure. We'll just come back. So we'll check the bank.
Oh,
All right, so we'll teleport, bank, and then count how many we have or we got from an hour of gathering. I think I missed few minutes of food. So okay, we'll try to uh repair. Okay, not bad. I'm not sure if you can re-roll this. I know you can. Okay, we'll bank it. So I'm not sure if I was able to show um the island or my island. So I built a house with some chests already placed. Right, so we'll bank this for now. And this as well as this. We get 1M in an hour. Huh, not bad. Right? Or I don't know. Oh, maybe because of these point threes and some of the T6. But we managed to get one, two full, or I mean almost two full T4 lugs. One lugs is about 100K. This one 100K. So yes, you can see in an hour, but you have to wear at least higher T. T8 should be better. We can get more, and then once you have full spec T4, so if you want to continue doing that instead of going for T5, you can get more. So what you can do is you can actually gather T3 and T4, and then you can refine those. But you have to transport everything you have to Fort Sterling. So once if you're transporting to Fort Sterling, you can use a T8 or actually T7. T8 might be expensive, so T7 ox, and then probably just wear something that don't transport naked. So even if it's only yellow zones, you can just wear the Gucci one, or if you want, you can just wear at least something. Wear something. So and then bring all those to um for selling. So this one I'm just banking it, and then I will bring all this to for selling. As you can see, I have 3.5. Right. Okay, that's 4M from since I started gathering. So it's a bit slow, and I would say a little bit unfair as well because I have silver to buy some sets. But yeah, but these are all just in the Yellow's homes or Royal Continent gathering sessions. It might take you a while, but once you start going, it should be. I mean, it should be a good way to earn money. And if you don't like playing the black zones, that's fine. You can just play in the Royal Continent. You can still get the CVC content. Or if not, you can just gather. It's a chill gameplay, and then you can still earn while gathering, while faction flag. And just be sure to join some fights, some outpost capping if you want to earn a little bit more. But if not, gathering does give you some points as well. So yeah, I think that's it for this episode. See you next time around, and then we'll probably do some crafting sessions. But I still have to plan on those. Again, see ya and ciao.